I've done my best and my worst, learned my lessons. No matter how hard my life would treat me, I'd always get right back up, never worry. 'Cause I got a million reasons to keep holding on. Yeah, I got all that it takes to win and overcome. What I got is just a feeling, but it's oh so strong. It goes on and on, on and on. There's something going on inside of me. I feel it growing stronger every beat. I never just believe in what I see, 'cause I can feel the energy, energy. Cause I can feel the energy, energy. I've met my demons one too many times. They taught me lows are what makes you feel so high. No matter how far my mind would wander, I'd always dare it to go even farther. 'Cause I got a million reasons to keep holding on. Yeah, I got all that it takes to win and overcome. What I got is just a feeling, but it's oh so strong. It goes on and on, on and on. There's something going on inside of me. I feel it growing stronger every beat. I never just believe in what I see, 'cause I can feel the energy, energy. The energy. I can feel it, I can feel it. 'Cause I can feel the energy, energy. Oh, I can feel it, I feel it, yeah. Oh, I believe it, yeah. There's something going on inside of me. I feel it growing stronger every beat. I never just believe in what I see, 'cause I can feel the energy, energy. I can feel it, I feel it. Oh, 'cause I can feel the energy, energy.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And we are live directly for the beautiful Sunshine State in Florida. This is your hockey coach guru, Coach FRENCHY, for the Morning Skate Show. Tuesday, June 28th, 2022. We are now at day number 2 of the off-season of the hockey and NHL. Hopefully you have an amazing, great day so far. Thanks to join the show today. We have a lot on the menu, to be honest with you. We're going to talk about different things. Let's see what we got today. And first of all, we're going to go about the NHL news today. We have fun news. We can to mention to you that some signature, something higher gave some extension contract. We're going to starting to talk about the preview of season. What are you talking about? But talking about different team, what they're going to do during off season, what their best, what they try to get the team better. Is it by the trade or is it by the draft pick prospect NHL 2022? Is it by signature, some UFA? Something have to figure out what they need to do. And of course, you still have 3 teams looking for a head coach for sure. Memorial Cup update. We're going to talk about the final between St. John and Hamilton. The NHL Draft 22 is about like 1 week's little bit over. And we're going to talk about this more and more every single day about this. And then finally, we have a special guest tonight. He's going to join in our tap on the Insider the Hockey National Show. We have Christopher Maher. He's a YouTube channel on the talking about the Philadelphia Flyers. So he's about a little bit smaller to mine, but he does a great job. He has a Ross Cohen. We got him a couple of weeks ago. Ross Cohen for the Sporology is going to be with him next Friday. So the connections start to be that way. And then after that, we talk each other, me and Christopher. So Christopher is going to join us tonight for about 30 to 1 hour talking about the Flyers. And of course, it's fun thing around the league. So I can't wait to see Christopher with us tonight. So I can wait to have we invite you to join the show tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. That's going to do. And then today, of course, at the end of the show, 3 questions under, over, or exact. We're going to talk about the NHL playoff again today. 2011. 3 questions about 2011, the series between Boston and the Vancouver, if I can recall it properly. We have a few people in the house we want to welcome. Thanks to be joined us today. Yann Genet was already in the house before we go live. Yann Genet, bienvenue dans la maison d'Hockey National Show aujourd'hui. Nicolas de Goubi-Bono, directement dans la belle province de Québec, dans la région de Sherbrooke. Welcome back in the house today, Mr. Nicolas. Pierre Martin de retour with us. Pete Martin is with us today in the Hockey National Show. Hopefully an amazing, great weekend. And you're ready to rock and roll the day with us. What I can say about him, we can give you he wear all the hat inside the Hockey Nation Live Show as a coach, as a moderator, as the owner of the saloon, is a teacher. He just does everything. Mr. Enoch Tap is with us this morning. And Mr. Adam Berger, another one said we wear a lot of hat. He wore a lot of hat in Vegas area as a teacher, a swimmer, and of course a moderator of the Hockey National Show with all the insight about the Vegas Golden Knight. Adam Berger is with us this morning. Mr. Duda, directly from Charlotte, North Carolina. The last time he was there, so I don't know if he's still there. If he is there, welcome back anyway, Mr. Duda. Thanks to be with us. And we have Licky mentioned that him and Garfield Suzuki are the best friend. That's what we heard about this. Rick Benji, welcome back, Mr. Rick. Thanks to be with us. Hopefully doing an amazing great. So Rick is in the house today. You're welcome, Mr. Pierre. Here we go. Directly from Ottawa, number 1 friends of the Ottawa Senator, Mr. Corey Hill, back in the house. We miss him. We didn't see him since last week. So, Corey, hopefully you're doing well and glad to having you today. Glad to do that. You're still in North Carolina. And what about our friend Carlos Benavidez? Great to see you, Carlos. Hopefully, again, you too, you're doing well, and you're going to finish strong your month of the June. We have about 3 more days, and then we move out to the July. It's going to be my last month in the USA in July. It is what it is, right? We'll see what's happening about this one over there. So we just say hi to everybody. Thanks for joining us today. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes, first of all. Secondly, you know the rules about the chat, so I don't have to bother you. Most of you are returning. And thirdly, I just want, if you have any question, guys, the easy way for me is you put the letter Q in front of the question. That would be a little bit easier for me to communicate with you. You can miss it. It's not a big deal. But because we don't have a lot of people in the morning, so it's not a big deal if you don't put the letter Q. But it will be just easier for me at the end of the day. So what happening thought on the NHL draft tonight? I don't know about this today. The NHL draft is only July 7, today. So that's what happening next week for sure. Yesterday, you have a couple of things happening. First of all, you have Luke Richardson. He got hired by the Chicago Blackhawks. It's going to be really missed by the Montreal Canadiens as an assistant coach. I think he's an underrated coach in NHL in my eyes. You can see when Dominic Strome left last year during the playoff with COVID-19, he took the interim head coach. And you can see how confident he was, how comfortable he was, not worried about anything during the press conference and behind the bench and everything. And I think he's a great mentor. One players benefit the most during his with the assistant coach, Luke Richardson. And he said he was with the Montreal Canadiens. He was already as a coach there. It's Alexander Romanov. I think Romanov, he was under the wing of Richardson. Luke helped him a lot. And you can see the development of Romanov since Richardson works with him. He's getting better for the last 2 years. And we have to give credit for Richardson. I think the way he's patient with the defensemen, the way he communicates with them. And I'm telling you right now, if you talk with some players, play for the Montreal Canadiens, it could be Edmondson, Petrie, they all tell you the same thing. For what I heard from podcasts and hockey and the people talk about Luke Richardson, he's really, really great with his communication with the defensemen. For me, this is an amazing, great hiring by the Chicago Blackhawks. We know it's a wonder team. We don't know which direction they're going to do. We heard a lot about the fact that they maybe rebuild or retools, whatever you call it, and trade maybe the big name over there, the Tays, the Kane, the Braincat, and get that wings of the rebuild. And the fact Luke will be there working with a lot of young men like Cody Dak example. That's one of them. And I think that would be a great asset for the Chicago Blackhawks to get the Luke Richardson. On the flip side, Montreal Canadiens lost a great assistant coach. Little bit worried about behind the bench, no experience anymore. Luke Richardson been in the league for over 10 years behind any bench in NHL, like with the Islanders, the Ottawa Senators, and with the Montreal Canadiens. Now, I don't know what direction the Montreal is going to get to help Martin Saint-Louis. Can he get two assistant coaches? Could be possible. The name of Francis Bouillon is really there right now for Francis, ex-Montreal Canadien, been coach on the player development for the prospect, everything like that, been in the organization for a couple of years. I'm not sure he's ready to jump in. If he's jumping as assistant coach, I don't know it's enough for the experience behind the bench. I think a mentor like Rick Barnes or someone have more experience behind the bench could be joined. For me, Andrew Brunette could be another one as an assistant coach, join the organization. I think it'll be a great asset. Mark Recchi is another one. But I don't know if the fact like you maybe need better a defenseman as an assistant coach for the defense to controlling or to running the defense during the practice, everything like that. I believe Francis Bouillon is a great guy to do it. He's been captain in the past and the junior. He's a great communicator also. And I think you can bring under the coach with experience and behind the bench with them. I think that would be a great match for everybody. So it'll be interesting what the Montreal Canadiens is going to do about this. A lot of people in the chat right now, so I try to catch up with everything. Nicolas, bonjour. Nicolas mentioned about this. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Don't forget to click on the likes. Hello, Coach Carlos. We got this. I'm doing really good. Actually, I went to sub out places yesterday. Awesome, Corey. And on the interview on Sunday night getting the trophy. Yeah, they got a couple of interviews, Pierre. The French-Canadian TVA Sport par Renaud Lavoie interview Lekonen after the game. And he talked about the Montreal Canadiens. So it was really nice for him to hear that. Big goal for the Yann Mézak. I've been watching him closely. Remind me of Plekanec and Dano. Rick, first of all, thanks to mention about Yann Mézak. Absolutely right. Yann Mézak was drafted by the Montreal Canadiens in 2020, second round. I believe it's 42 overall pick. If I'm missing maybe one down or one up. Yann Mézak did well. He moved from the European to play for the Laval Rocket last year during the COVID-19. Play a couple of games, he got hurt, and he played about 20-25 games. They decided to bring him back in the OHL to complete his age out now of the junior. He was maybe not it's not the best decision, but because he played behind Mason McDavish over there, and also another player, cannot remember his name, his time is limited with the team. Whatsoever he bring a lot on the table, I'm not sure where he lost a year, but he did not develop the way I was expected, or he did not reach the point I was expect from Yann Mézak. Now, he's a 6 foot. He needs to be stronger. He needs to develop his skating, good hands, good vision. But I think it could be an asset in Montreal a long term. If you expect him to be in NHL, the next 2 years, it'll be longer for him to join the Montreal Canadiens in my eyes. So, but again, he's a great hockey player. And for Hamilton Bulldog, what about Arbor Hijack for them? So that's another Montreal Canadian prospect. NHL draft July 7, 7 o'clock. RJ, thank you so much for the update. Welcome back, Mr. RJ Calabro. I spoke a little bit about who take the look spot. Carlos, you have about 10 names show up. They have a lot of coach right now with no job as an assistant coach. That would be something to follow up. Now, Pascal Vincent, I think it could be another one over there too. Pascal, who has been with the Winnipeg Jet organization, the Manitoba Moose, for many, many years after he left the QM. And then he went hired by the Columbus Blue Jacket, I believe 2 years ago. 1 year ago. He's going to start his second year. And I think right now, anyway, he is interviewing with the Winnipeg Jet. I think Pascal could be a good asset for the Montreal Canadiens. But again, we don't know exactly what he's going to do. What do you think about, oh my God, Harper is an amazing, great hockey player, Rick. I think he will be interesting to watching him and at the rookie camp, and also after that at the training camp. Not sure he's ready for next season. You know, the left side of Montreal Canadian defenseman is really strong. You talk about Caden Coley now for the Edmonton Old King. You talk about Joel Edmondson. You talk about Romanov. Then you have also Schoenemann. You have Jordan Harris. You have Giordani Fairbrother. You have Mathis Norlander. Now you have to add Arbor. Then you have William Trudeau over there. I'm almost 10 players right away. I'm just talking about the left defenseman. So the competition is really high. At some point, Montreal, we have to make some choice and make maybe a trade and make maybe not make a trade, but a package deal to let one of the two of them for sure. So Rick, yeah, Albert is going to be great. Mr. John Gregor is on the house today. Welcome back. The Ottawa Senators are drafted number 7. Really interesting, Corey. There are two players that came in my mind very quickly. Mathieu Savoie and, of course, Connor Gauthier. That's the two of them. Gauthier is a 6'2". Corey is a great hockey player. Now, it all depends, of course, number 4. I believe it's going to be Stavkovsky, Shane Wright, and Cooley. Name it 1, 2, and 3, and change the trifecta. It's not a big deal, right? Now, number 4, I expect Nemec out. Then after that, you have number 5 and number 6. And those two teams right there are really where we're not sure. I believe Jirachek was going to be one of them. If not, Ottawa would take Jirachek. One of them maybe take Savoie or Gauthier. So when it be the time for Ottawa, if Jirachek is open, Ottawa is going to take Jirachek. They need a right defenseman. I think that would be great for them to get them. I think the forward is getting better, stronger. They have a lot of prospect there. If Jirachek is open, Corey, expect the Ottawa Senators to select them about this. Mr. B is in the house this morning. Always. I don't think so. Ottawa should trade the first round pick. At least they get something strong, Corey. Like a first round pick lower and a great prospect. Now, which team? I cannot mention any specific team, but that could happen in Corey if they want it, for sure. So that's what we have at that moment. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. King of Gamer is in the house today. Thanks for joining us today. Excuse me. Johnny. Welcome aboard, Johnny. Awesome. And glad to see you this morning. I know it's late for you, 12 o'clock the night. Glad to stop by. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes before you get out. Have fun, my friend. It's all about the experience, Johnny, about when you play hockey for the first time and enjoy it and just enjoy it. That's fun. And I still remember, guys, and you can hear that, right? Sometimes it's not always on the ice the fun is. It's at the locker room. You know, since I got retired, you know, the beer league, and I play beer league, everything like that. And when I was younger, it was just the locker room. And, you know, stay after the game and talking in the locker room with your friends and live, everything like that. Go eat after that, go to the bar. And it's just a great time to do that. So enjoy it, my friend Johnny. And you're not going to have no regrets. You're going to love it a lot and have fun. I'm doing quite well. 1 and 9 in the morning. Oh, 13 hours. You're really east of the east, Mr. Johnny, about this. But it's really outside where I live. Everything like that. So that's happening about this. Before we jumping for another things, guy, I want to invite you. Don't forget, every day, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, I do a video about the Montreal Canadiens. Today, we talk about 3 players bounce back for 2022. I'm talking about Christian Dvorak, Mike Hoffman, and Brendan Gallagher. 3 different players where they could bounce back for the Montreal. I explain what happening, and what they need to come back. And so, Coach, where are you? I'm sorry. I did not put me because I'll do some kind of stuff like that. And so that would be something to check about this, but that's what happening about this video. Every day, 11 o'clock, you get that one. So, and then don't forget, every night at 9 o'clock p.m. With some insider. We out here. Sorry about that. And that's what we got today. King, 9 days left until the NHL draft. Who do you think the Sharks will hire as a GM? They are the only team without the one that would be at the draft if they don't find a GM at the time. But first of all, they have assistant GM over there, King. And then also, will not be too much worry. Now, it's an organization, guy, where they talk about out of the box at that moment. And it's a team with mixed messenger. What you talk about? The owner wants to win. The owner does not want to rebuild. The owner does not want to go to the scratch. And I think that's affect the team overall. I think that they have a team with too many big contracts they have to carry on. It's not easy for them to do that. And I think that hurt them overall. So for me, it's a thing that we have to find a way to say, wait a minute, which direction we're going to get over there? It may be a time to let go Burns. And I know they have a couple of great prospects over there, but I don't know. It's a thing that's really strange. And Doug Wilson left for the team. They don't have no GM over there. They have to be ready for the draft for sure. They have a couple of people They have a woman. They have 3 people also. One is an ex-general manager, one from European. So it will be interesting what direction they're going to get. But it's a franchise right now. I have some doubt about them. I don't know. The goaltending now is with Kaukonen, I'm sorry. And then you have Jimmy Reeder and Hill got hurt all year long last season. And then the big contract, right? The Vlasic, the Carlson, the Brent Burns. And it's not getting young over there with Logan Couture too. So I don't know, King. It's a team really, really strange for me at that moment. Danny T, welcome aboard. Just because it's 12 morning does not mean it's doing it at midnight. It's like afternoon. Don't get it confused. I wish you could move somewhere which is cooler. Mr. Alan Barnes, welcome aboard also. Exactly, King. So at that moment, at some point, King, you can do also is maybe buy out. If you follow the NHL, we maybe not know all the rules, or maybe if you know already, I just want sharing for the people that does not know. When the Stanley Cup is winning, right, it's complete, and you have a winner. 48 hours after the Stanley Cup is give to the team, the buyout is open up until the UFA, July 12 this year at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. So any team right now, 48 hours after the game is over, they can buy out any player they have on their team. So something is going to buy out. Last year, the Minnesota Wild buy out 2 veteran players, Ryan Sutter and Parise. And it would be interesting if other teams this season is going to do that. So they have right now in the period about 15 days to get those kind of buyout contract. And every player got buyout and the past, right? They get their money back every year on the July 1st. And when you buy out, the money they own the team is maybe split on different years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and just different amount. And those amounts are not gave at the same time. So the player will get $1 million July 1st, and then the balance going to be the next year, July 1st. If it's a 3 years or 4 years, every July 1st, he get that kind of different money split for them. So this is a part maybe you can know about this, and it's always interesting to get those kind of rules. You know, it's not on ice, but it's off ice, but you have to know about them. And how do you buy out players? Any players are 26 years old younger, it's two tier of the players. 1 tier. And then every player is 26 older, is 2 tier of the players. The owner, we have to rebuild about this one over there. Who won yesterday? I don't know which team are you talking about, which game are you talking about, Duda. Not all done. You're welcome, Danny. My daughter, if you stay in Norway 24 hours, the light these days look amazing country. Wow. I bet it is, Pierre, about Norway. What do you think about Daniel Frisson in the NHL Hall of Fame? Very interesting selection yesterday, Corey, about the NHL Hall of Famer. We know they elect a couple of players, the Sidon brothers, Eric and Daniel. They select also Daniel Alfredson, Roberto Luongo, Carnegie, I think it's Ern Carnegie, and then the woman Finland national hockey team, Ratinen, or I cannot remember her last name. So anyway, they are all been selected by the committee of 18 members, are going to be introduced November 14 this season. But I'm a little bit complex about a couple of picks over there yesterday. Why not Alexander Mogilny? The rumor is maybe boycott by people because Mogilny, he maybe never show up at the Hall of Famer ceremony. He did the same thing with the Buffalo Sabres in 2000, 8 or 6. So the people are maybe scared. I don't know. That's the rumor I heard yesterday about Mogini. They have other players, I believe, they should be and the Hall of Famer. And I don't know. They have, you know, as Théorène Fleury example, as a builder, everything. You have different players, I believe, they could looking more. But again, I'm not the one to complain about this. I'm glad for the one did it, and Luango deserve it for sure. But it's funny because all those 4 players, they never win the Stanley Cup, by the way. So it's really interesting to see that about that. Now, Quebec have a new head coach who they select in the draft. It all depends. Do that where they go to their selection. They're going to, first of all, they don't have the first round pick. Do that. Obviously, they gave it during the trade with Zeb Jones last season. So Columbus Blue Jacket are going to get that draft pick for that one. Or is my dad is from Norway, Alan. Congratulations. Mogini should have been there too. Yeah, in our top, I agree with you. And unfortunately, I did not look I don't know if it's public or not. Usually in baseball it is. I don't know what the percentage of the vote for each players. Unfortunately, I didn't see it, and maybe it's my fault. Usually I'm all around the news, but I didn't see it. But again, I don't know if NHL does it. Someone knows this. Maybe express to tell us how much Mogini got on the percentage yesterday. Welcome back, Mr. Nortap. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That'd be great. The players that you mentioned in your previous video about buyout with Biron and Armia, I agree with you. Armia can still get something they send a return. If Biron is still a solid player and quiet. Yeah, but I'm not sure. Armia is stock market or the upgrade get better game king for the. Because you have a great world championship. The Montreal Canadiens got a couple of phone calls during the trade deadline to know more about Joel Armia's situation. And now he got a great world championship in April. That's maybe increasing his value in NHL. So possibly Montreal will be open up to drop some salary cap. Now the Paul Biron is a little bit different. The Paul Biron, honestly, nobody in the team want him. Not because he's not good. It's just because the money carry on at 3.4. The good news for Montreal, you have still only 1 more year to go. And we'll see the veteran, 34 years old, I believe, could be on his last season in NHL. I think Biron could be a guy, could work with the Montreal Canadiens in the future. But it's someone we have to follow up. My peeps out of Sweden, you're welcome to that. Too much emphasis on the weather player has won the Stanley Cup. Yeah, I think that's something they have to be careful about this in our tap. But still, you think about 1 point per game, like the Pierre Turgeon is another one example, right? And I think sometimes also, guys, is the impact you create in the game could be an influence. I would like to have a 1 or 2 member of the committee to tell us a bit more how they select the player, how they make a player, why they vote for this guy and this guy and this guy, whatever it is. So very interesting. It's hard to pick Hall of Famer. Standard should be very high. Yeah, I agree. Is Jonathan Drouin gone next season? I still believe he's going to start the season with the Montreal Canadiens, Rick, and then he's going to carry on him until the trade deadline. And where is that at that moment? Montreal's going to figure out him. We know he carry on a contract over a little bit over $5 million. 1 more year to go. He become UFA at the end of the year next season. So and we'll see what the Montreal is going to do with him. But again, I don't see any chance for Jonathan Drouin during the offseason. They don't disclose any information regarding the voting process for nominee. The DOS round should be very clear. Yeah, and I think in October, I could be wrong. I believe the baseball does it. Because I still remember, like, oh, Clemens got 50%, and Barry Browns, and, they would tell us how many, someone was maybe missing the 75% at 72.1, and then say, look, example like John Smalls is going to get it next year because he got 72.1, he should get the 75 the following year, everything like that. I think baseball does it. I don't know about football at all. but that's what I can recall it. RJ back in the house. RJ Calabro. He is underrated, a leader. He can still skate. Yeah, the prime king of the gamer is a left winger. He is a prone injury, and they have a lot of players now on the left side of the team. So that's only problem he got now. At $3.4 million, King with another $3.4 million on the 4 line. That's getting expensive. If you think about this guy, I don't know how they're going to fix this, but it's possible, guy. We got Drouin, DUARTE, and Gallagher as the 3rd line. This guy is $16 million per year for the 3rd line. That's a lot of money. And that's what Marc Bergevin, when he left, he created some kind of the problem overall because of that King of Gamer. And they gave too much money to different players where their role diminish in the team and make them have a difficult choice, and they are limited to spend money to other position about that. So we'll be interesting. Mr. DAG is in the house. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That will make them more better. Montreal is neat, like any position, Corey, to be honest with you. People say, oh, maybe not. It's not about the left defenseman. They need any position. Go get the best of the best on the draft, right? And it's not about the position. It's about the player prospect, the talent, the skill. And then it's our job to develop him over there. So if it's a defenseman, go get it. If it's a winger, go get it. If it's a center, go get it. And that's what I will approach this NHL draft. Surprisingly, Bob McKenzie make his final prospect NHL draft. He select Gerard Slavkovsky #1. So a lot of people talk on social media this morning, send that announce. We know McKenzie and Greg Bottom are too big prospect selection. Usually they are not wrong a lot. Can Montreal go with Wright or Slavkovsky will be interesting, but him to put him #1, that's a lot of people talk about this morning. Baseball does not disclose both the percentage of what the player received and the name of the player that each writer vote for. Here we go. If Maverick Lamoureux is available like second pair, early third, does Montreal take him? I would not be surprised, Rick. Lamoureux unfortunately hurt his shoulder at the end of the season. He will be out for the next 6-7 months. Big 6'7" Maverick is need to get better skater. Good on defensive zone. Some people consider him like a Tyler Myers. But is it a is it another Morin? I think Simon Morin for the Flyers. He never reached his full potential. I think Lamoureux should be late, Rick, 2nd round. And, beginning of the 3rd. Now, Montreal have the pick number 64, if I can recall it. And possible, Rick, if Lamoureux is available, could be a pick over there. DUARTE can be a lot better. He worked hard, but Kelly is washed. I don't know yet, Salah. The time will tell us during the summer. I think DUARTE took advantage the last 22 games, like I mentioned in the video, with 17 points. It takes time. Gallagher, I will wait before I see him as a wash. You have too many things happening to Gallagher in the last 16 months. At first, injury, wrist injury, hands injury, and then he never recovered, like many other players, never recovered during the off-season, short off-season, and the way he played is very different with any other player. So for him, after 20-25 seconds, he's getting tired. Now, they will work right now with the Giroux, Adam Giroux? No, Douglas, to increasing his VO2 max. So he worked on the cardio all summer, and they put him a program, only work on the cardio and have a program about recovery. I think for me, those extra months they got is going to benefit Gallagher. Now, Gallagher, his role changed with the Montreal Canadiens. the time he was scoring 30 goals, he was not played the same way they use him anymore. His role is changing. So he does add a first top line with the Montreal Canadiens. He does not play that power play all the time anymore. And he played the last 2 years on the defensive zone with Dano and Tatar. That's limit his offensive side overall. I don't make this an excuse. I think the next season that we gave Montreal Canadiens a judgment or an opinion about what Gallagher is after that. Unfortunately, Bergevin again make another Christmas present to Gallagher. 6 years at 6.5. That's a lot of money. And I would be surprised he get traded at some point in the next 2 years. So that's something we have to figure out about this for sure. Let's move on to this one. What's the draft order? Just asking, was this 32 team do that? It'll be hard for me to give you all the order. Honestly, do that. You have to something to go online. I wish I could have it right now. I work on the picture right now, and it's complete now. We know what the Colorado Avalanche gave the pick, number 32, at the end of the year. So they don't have no pick anymore. And they got Arizona get that one over there. The Rangers gave the one for the Winnipeg Jets, and then probably on number 31. Do you think LUCIANO will find success as an NHL head coach? I think so, King. I think you have all the requirement to become a great head coach. Now, like Kirk Muller or any coach go in the league and start with a team like Chicago, it's not going to be easy. If you judge him on the W, you're going to be not very happy about that. If you judge him on the development of the team, of the players, you're going to get him. If you think about preparation, you're going to get this for Luke Richardson. If you think about development, that's what you're going to get about Luke Richardson. That's what he is. Richardson, guys, worked for this for years, and he's waiting for this opportunity. If one guy can be more ready like anybody else, it's Luke Richardson. And you're going to see this, what he's going to do with the Chicago Blackhawks. But again, if you're thinking about W and that team's going to win and make the playoff, it's not the case. But as a long term, Luke Richardson could be a good job over there. He can make something good over there. Renaud, welcome. Can that enough be the top goal scorer leader of the offense? I'm not sure, Renaud, if he's going to be. He could become the top 5. From that enough, he's always an average of 20 goals, 25 goals. He's been, and since he's with NHL the last 4 years with the Florida Panthers, Vegas, and Ottawa. If you talk about average per game. Now, is it Caulfield? I think Caulfield could have more goals. I think Hoffman could be more goals. But it could be one of them that enough could be one of the top 5 if he's play on the top 6 in our power play, Renaud. Good morning, Mr. Kilo. I cannot wait for the mock draft. Also, is it possible that leading up to the draft, can you do film prospect breakdown on some of the first round prospect available? If you follow me, Mr. TH, every day I make a video and I think I delete it. I delete the page, but I make a video TH every day. And every time in that video, I'm talking about an NHL prospect inside the video. Some they have videos, but if not, they have commentary by its friend website, and I put all together. And they give ranking, the number of their skating, their skill, their talent, everything like that. Today is about a defenseman from Sweden, Kalle Odelius. Yesterday was Elian Olgren from Sweden also. It's just happening that over there. I spoke with many players. I do this for the last 30 days, TH. That's the best way you can find about this one there. Personally, I would say to you, TH, if you want to, you can email me, and I'm going to give you a gift for you, my friend. I'm going to give you the if you can send me your email or email me, I'm going to give you the yearbook of the 2022 NHL prospect, draft prospect. That would be a pleasure to give you so you can learn more about each one of them at TH. Email me at coach@coachfrenchy.com, Frenchy with a Y.com. Maybe someone can put my email there. And that would be a pleasure to helping you about this one over there. Do you think Paul Maurice is good fit for the Florida Panthers? I think so. Overall, I think it's going to be a great job. It's going to be the playoff. I'm not sure about this. Florida Panther is under the team. We're going to talk about them tonight, about their offseason. They have a couple of decisions by Bill Zito they can do. And that would be something they have to figure out. But I think Paul Maurice is a good overall, good pick for them. But again, his biggest problem, he never win in the playoff. I don't know why, but he struggled. But he bring that team during the season high level. If you give him a good team, he win. But the playoff, that's his biggest problem. So it will be interesting because remember that Pierre. Renault short season is a terrible excuse. Coach, look at Tampa, no excuse there. It's written his friend Renault about this one over there. It's friend player or it's friend of some player at young age. Renault at 22, they go to recovery. Some they are not recovery and return of that. I will give you an example. Renault, Killorn. What's going on with Killorn, Renault? Fatigue. He's exhausted, Killorn. Killorn hit the bridge, hit the wall this year, Renault. Why? I don't know. But I'm telling you right now, I can tell you that it's one player on the Tampa Bay Lightning hit the wall, it's Killorn. Killorn right now cannot skate. Killorn have a miserable playoff. And that's the Tampa Bay suffer about him. But why? Because he hit the wall, because he is dead. Is exhausted. The body can go only what it can go, right? And is limited. And that's happening. It could be another players. For me, that's what happening with Gallagher. He's a 5'9", work another way. He gave everything, every ounce on energy. And at some point, your body cannot go better or faster or more. It's just that, and that's it. And that's the reason he got there after that. And then they changed his role. And I think Dominic Charm, he make a lot of players did not have their best season under Dominic Charm. Because Charm never find a way to make that team on the right track. So it's one reason. How Kelly can be better, but his style, a player can only take so many bombs and their career. Exactly about this one over there. I saw that. Did he go get COVID-19 last season? Yeah. Is one of them also got a couple of weeks he missed. A couple of weeks. He played only 56 games. So he missed 26 games during the year. Yeah. Hockey is about strength and not only cardio, considering shift of 45 seconds and you only get 20 shifts a night. It's not only cardio. Of course, it's not only it's a mix of both, Renault. But if you don't have cardio, it doesn't going to work. If you don't have no strength about you know it's going to work. It's a mix of both together. Kelly will try his best, but I expect more injury a game miss. That's possible. John Taylor, in my opinion, is good fit for the Flyers. It could be a good fit to that if they have the right players and the house. It's another team right now really interesting. I can't wait, and we're going to talk about this tonight with the guy, Christopher Haller, is coming tonight talking about the Flyers at 9 o'clock p.m. And in our time, we're going to talk about who is going to be the Chicago Blackhawks last season, this year. Chicago Blackhawks guys make a lot of chance. They trade for Fleury. They send Duncan Keith. They make a big trade for son Zeb Jones. Or they trade for his brother Caleb Jones. And they make a lot of chance to hope this thing was getting better. It did not happen. And who's going to be that team this summer? It'll be interesting. Do you think it would be a good idea to trade up to 15 to select someone like Nathan Gauthier? I don't think so. King, you have to trade at 15 to get Nathan Gauthier. Gauthier is going to be about 25th to 35 or 40 worst case for Nathan Gauthier King. It would be too early to take Nathan Gauthier at 15. You have too many good other players at 15 before Nathan Gauthier. I still believe he's a late first round. And for me, late could be 24, 25, 26, until 33, 2. I would also love to see Tristan Luneau and the ad in front as well. It's one of them, I think, could be join the team if they keep their selection 25th, 26, 32, or 33, I apologize. But I think it will be interesting to see that. Totre is gone, old school. Zev Lacav, welcome aboard. And Terry T, welcome also. Hey, Coach, I really believe Cal McCall have the best overall season with awards, cup, not necessarily the best player, just best season. You know, Terry, a lot of discussion asking me during the conversation I've got with players, and it could be discussed right now here. What do you see Cal McCall in NHL? Top 3? Top 5? You know, like he won the Norris. He won the Calder. He win the Stanley Cup. It can become to win the Hart at some point. No one can skate like him. No one can be like he is right now. But where do you put him? Top 3 in the NHL? Top 5? That's something you have to consider. Ken McCall is a super elite now. And that league only at 23 years old. So we'll be interesting about this story. For him. Chicago is fascinated to get Richardson. Mr. Yamo Vartanen is in the house. Charlie Farrell, mon ami Charlie. Welcome back, Mr. Charlie. Thanks for being with us this morning. Pierre Martin Semeca is an elite defenseman. Will Price enter the Hall of Fame before Muguné and Durgeon if he has what does he say about the entry system? It depends, Renault. I think at that time, I think both of them may be out of the selection if they are not select Renault about this one over there. I think Carey Price is over Pierre Turgeon in my eyes. But interesting about this. Oh, first super chat of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, Mr. John D. Give us super chat, $10. Super chat. Here we go. Reverse super chat. John D. Did it again. John D. Super chat. Thank you so much for your help of the support of the Hockey Nation Live Show. We appreciate a lot. Thank you so much about that one over there. Let's move on this one over there so I can see a little bit better. Here we go. Thank you again, Mr. John. I guess Yamo has the best hockey joke. Corey Hill, who would the next former Ottawa Senators player for initial Hall of Fame? I don't know. Maybe Jason Spencer come quickly in my head, Corey. Who do you think Tortorella is a bad fit, Zev? Not that. Tortorella is there at change the culture of the team. I believe he can still do that. And the Senate Missouri probably win lose. You're welcome to just take my email. That'd be great. His coaching is past. Plus, I just don't like him. Well, he's good fit in Philadelphia because he just tell you the reason why. He's a motivator. He's a guy push the players at their max, and at that moment, that's what they need. The Flyers, Zeph. They've been with 2 coaches, soft, Alain Vigneault, Mike Yeo. It does not work. So the Flyers try to change the culture over there. So that's enough to be soft here, and you have to better. So he's going to clean up the mess at the Flyers. That's what it is. He is Tortorella. That's the reason about that one over there. You're welcome to that. I don't know where all is welcome and one fair. And that's the reason they got that kind of contract, Mr. B. Should that enough play with the other player or with the Caulfield, the other players? It's not a matter, you know. It's not about the age. It's about the chemistry between them. And Martin St. Louis is going to find a way to put him with the right players, Renault, on my eyes. The player I don't like the most is David Savard. He's so slow. More like Sono Cadet, because I think the Flyers would be tough team with him Tolkien get in the player's head. He broke a Kaburi and Yak. Rick, those players are not robot. Fatigue is very real. Gallagher, killer. Exactly about this one. Mr. Ron with Kings 20. Welcome aboard.
My God!
Here we go. Sorry about that, Mr. King. Ron, but welcome aboard. Yeah, something we're going to talk about this in our tap tonight. The list of the injury guy is unbelievable. And it's just crazy. And to hanging there until game number 6, almost one more game with all the injury they got, they're going to pay the price next season for sure, Mr. In our tap. But unbelievable, their performance, what they got for sure. Savard Hoffman was the two worst you are facing around the World League last season. Doesn't look like that's why Marc Bergeron is not there anymore. And then, do you think we will see a late round surprise from his year draft class? Do you think we will see a late round surprise from his year draft class? I'm not sure a run. I'm looking for David Goyette on the top second round about this. He can get there. And the late, you never know, Ron. We have so many players at the end of the day. But I don't think so this year is the one where you're going to have that kind of surprise. It always one or two, but I don't expect a lot. Who is responsible for introducing Cham to Bergevin? I don't know who is responsible, Renaud. I think Cham as an assistant coach was great. I think he did a good job with the Montreal Canadiens. He was on the right chair, like Joël Bouchard. Remember the 3 years ago when they fire Michel Therrien, and they changed everything at the Laval Rockets. They bring Bouchard, they bring Charm, and there was a new guy in the town to become the next head coach at some point. Unfortunately, it did not work with Charm about this. Salut, mon pack monkey. Welcome aboard. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. It's funny, Mr. B, you talk about Charm. His name never been mentioned nowhere. With all the vacancy coaches, we never heard his name. I just sent you the email, Coach. Once again, I thank so much. You're welcome, TH. Enjoy it, my friend. It's a pleasure. Who is the next maker? I see Koczynski has been that type. Who had trade up for him? It's funny, Rick, you said that about this. The NHL guy is a copycat. That's how it works in the NHL guy. Oh, look what's happening with them. We have to do this like this. Right? The Los Angeles King, the 2-4 checker from Darryl Sutter. Then you got the trap of Jacques Lemaire. And then you have the open style of the open up more, the 1-2-2, the swamp of the defensive zone. And it works like this. And now they find a Makar. You're not going to find another Makar, no time, no close in NHL. It's not going to happen. It's rare. You don't find McDavid every draft pick, every draft year, right? That's Makar is. Yeah, nobody close right now on that draft like Makar. Makar is another step over every other defenseman in NHL. He's only 23. I said, oh yeah, Uzi was, listen, Uzi's 30 years old. So my point to you, Makar is going to reach another level at some point. And you don't have those kind of player close and 2022 draft pick close. It's funny because he's only 5'8". Is the defenseman for the USA, Isaac Howard, I believe his name. I could be wrong with there. No, Lane Hudson. He's only 5'8". The way he skate, the way he go around the people, his stick angling, his vision is amazing. But he's only 5'8". He's the closest one about the way Makar skate, the way Makar play. But he's going to be a late first-round pick or maybe a second-round pick. A team's going to take a chance, go with him at 5'8". But that's rare. You can play in NHL at 5'8", 5'9". You have to be super talented. We'll see what happening about this. But anybody else, like the Nemec, the Churecek, are not close à McCarr. And that's the point about this, Rick, I want to bring to you about this one. Please don't forget like a chat. Who is the next Carl McCarr? Is you can check. Bouchard is the next McCarr, then likely Mailloux after. Not allowed, Renault. You cannot compare. Anybody can not compare to McCarr. Nobody. Bouchard Renault is far to become a McCarr. About that one over there. Ace Molikanen says someday defense player will win the Hart. Ross McCarr could be it. Yes. Yamo, he could win the Hart also. Thank you again, John, for your super chat. Star would be tough team with the head coach. Do that. Is McCarr a free agent? Not allowed, Corey. He just signed a contract, $9 million. Coach, you're going to dance like a Thailand. Ladies are going to love you. Mr. B. No current avalanche will be to believe. I played my second video pack. Congratulations. Does anyone think the Star will be tough team with the new coach? It will be interesting to see that Pete Tober over there. They have other things to set up. Who would be voted captain as player only what before the first game? I think maybe Devarek as a dark horse. I don't think so. I know that Christian Devarek is on right now on the trade bait for the Montreal Canadiens. I still believe Zuski, Gallagher, and Edmondson are the 3-1 at my point. Do you think Don Granado has a bright future ahead of him? You talk about the Buffalo Sabres coach. I think so. I think they're going to be better and better, that team over there. For the ad, is there anyone who you do not want to add to draft? Not really the age. They have so many players right now I like a lot. One I really don't is maybe Brent Lambert, DH. I think Brent Lambert for me is he's going to be a great hockey player. But he could become another Jonathan Drouin, unfortunately, about the mindset and the productivity. McDavid and Mathieu are the two best players, in my opinion. McCarr is the top 10 to have chosen Roman Rossi as the Norris winner this year because he's a one-man team. So that. Nat Lafont, welcome aboard. Ab Shipika, Jack Spark, and the 4-rounder Stephenson 6'8", 220 pounds. He would be a great bottom 6 defense. If you take the minute and one again, I would love to take him. About this, here we go. I think the shutout would be a good team. Top. I don't think so. Do that. They're going to be a great team. They will be a little bit better. A good thing about him is what taking a gamble in late round, but I walk to the still. Getting ice time with Ratanen, Kadri, McKinnon, the Saga Exxon is going to inflate your stat. It's not about the stat, Salah. And I think the people miss the point here. McCarr is not about the stat. When you evaluate a player, guy, don't look the stat. Look how he's skating. As a defenseman, the skating, the transition, the cap control, how he go around anybody else, how he go to the left on the right side, how he anticipate the play, how he read the play, how he join the rush, how he jump in an offensive zone. Those characteristics, he has it. And no one is close like him. Now, Jose is doing well. He's doing well. But Jose, at 23 years old, he was not like McCarr. That's his friend right there. Don't try to compare McCarr with because you play with McKinnon. McCarr does not need anybody, and he will dominate like he does. From north-south, from the east to west, it can go around anybody. That's McCarr is. So, when I say because the McKinnon, everything like that help the productivity of the team. But the McCarr is exactly like McDavid. McCarr is exactly what Matthews is for Toronto Maple Leafs. Matthews don't need Marner. He will score any team, anywhere, at any time. That's Matthew is. He's a sniper. He's a scorer. He put the puck in the net at any angle. On the wrist shot, on the right shot, on the slap shot, on the quick release, on the one side leg, on the outside legs, on the, you can name it, he will do it. That's all he said. He have a great accuracy, he have a great power, he find a way to score. That's Matthew is. But that's what is McCall. So when you said, oh, McCall, because he played with that team, it's not true. Do you believe McCall with the Montreal Canadiens is going to be only 30 points? And you don't think so? He's not going to dominate. He's not going to be the best player for the Montreal Canadiens. And you can put him anywhere in the league. He's going to be your best player on the team. That's his right now, McCall. How's he dominate right now in the NHL? That's he is. He proved it. Coach, someone post New Jersey preseason schedule on Facebook. What do you see with that team? I did not see the pre-schedule. I was already up left and right. Terry, what do you see with that team? The New Jersey Devils are a couple of play. They're looking right now for the top 6. I still believe Tom Fitzgerald said 2 months ago, I'm looking for a strength power forward with skill. Kevin Fiala for the Minnesota have the skill, but I'm not sure is categorized as the power forward. And I'm not sure that Fitzgerald would be good enough to fix with Fiala. But I still believe Fiala could be the one go over there with the New Jersey Terry. They need to have another extra defenseman over there. The goaltender situation is not the best perfect, Terry. Guys, the Colorado Avalanche win the Stanley Cup with a goaltender at .89 average percentage. This is the worst winner goaltender Stanley Cup in the last 45 years. That's proof you don't need to have a great goaltender if you have a great team in front of you. That's simple. You're sure Company needs to stop the puck. I don't blame is bad. I just give you the result of the stat what he got. So that would be important about this one over there. So New Jersey, that's one of my points about this one over there. Oui, en vacances, félicitations Nat for the vacances. Jose is better at point-wise. It was close. Put Jose with those Stella, it will have more points than McCall. McCall is the first to the top. And again, yeah, that's all right. He's the best player. Which player remind you of McCall? I still believe Bobby Orr was the one was dominate. Paul Coffey was another one. What skating, Fleury. But are you impressed by the Canadiens scoring 8 goals when games on the playoff? Yes, Renaud is a playmaker, right? He scored one. Is very important. He take advantage of what he played with Colorado. They put him at the top 6, Renaud. But again, he did it. His biggest problem with Montreal, he cannot finishing the opportunity he got. He cannot score the goal. He has so many opportunities during his career. That's the reason his fluctuation of the goal are up and down, Renaud. Do you like Jordan Zumet? Looks like risk rewards? Yes. It would be interesting if he's getting 3rd or 4th round pick. Take your time to. Non, Pierre, je dois faire des choses autour de la maison. The Canadiens so good. Coach, will you bet on the Toronto Maple Leafs to win the Cup next season? It's if they mix the right players, Rick, you have to put Toronto the top 5 in NHL team, Rick. Now the right share, if Campbell coming back, if they put a right defenseman at number 4, and also they add 1 or 2 forechecker players at the bottom 6, Rick. And what kind of player like this? Likonen, bottom 6. Coleman, bottom 6. Nick Paul, bottom 6. Those kind of players I'm talking for the bottom 6. C'est correct, être sûrement être capable de reposer un peu. Whatever happening to Ted Nolan, completely disappear Mr. B on the map. Coach, will Montreal pursue in the rough as an experienced assistant coach? I don't believe so. I don't think so in our top. I don't know about Mike Crawford in our top, but I don't, I just don't be surprised Ken Hughes and Jeff Gordon make a decision like I was never expect that. They are thinking outside the box. Do you think that we see a lot of trade? Yes. Oh, yes, TH. Expect that how good can Sarkowski be? Carlos, Sarkowski is going to be a great hockey player. People consider him, can he become a Kako? No. Can he become a Ratanen? His ceiling is on that level. But again, it would take time. And I know maybe, Carlos, I don't know your age. In our top, I think you could be agree with me, or the like Zev Lecav, or the people are older like me. Maybe I don't want to say like me, but they are older, 40 years old. Sarkowski remind me a lot of John Leclerc. That's what when I see Sarkowski, I play John Leclerc in the past. A strong, big defense, left winger, can shoot a puck. He can put the puck in the net. And that's what I believe he can become. Have a good day. Is it better que Jose added those quality? Yeah, likely a bit of skating, but better overall. I'm not sure about that. And again, at 23 years old, Salah, I still believe Kalmakar was better to Orman Ozzy. First of all, today, wow, he is a target, but I don't think so. He is right now. We'll be interesting. A lot of discussion start right now about this and our tap. Mickey, whatever his last name, is happy about this. I was shocked to see that other as well. It was a dominate on every team to look how bad Nashville roster is. You have an amazing season. I never say you don't have an amazing season, Salah. I'm not put Ozzy down here. I just tell about Kelmakar, how he's going to become in NHL. Do you think the world NHL will get bigger and size the player in the near future? I think Montreal need more big player. Perfect. The goal, Pierre Martin, is they want speed. And more speed they have, the player are bigger. That's what they're looking for. And it's all about speed right now. On the defenseman, it's about transition, carry on the puck, join the rush, and good offensive with skating. Same thing with forward. Yeah, do you miss coach, but others live and there. Will the Ottawa Senators get Fiala the NHL draft? I don't think so, Corey. Fiala is going to Ottawa. Do you think that I will make a trade before the draft? I would not be surprised, Carlo. They try to get low. My targeting is still between 11 to 18 or 19, 20. But I don't see them like number 2, number 6, Carlos, at that moment. At least you have a matchup with 3 teams and they get something better. About we keep Emerson so far, but yes, you don't go nowhere. Salah about Emerson, who was the player you thought was going to be a great player but flame out. Are you talking about NHL draft or are you talking about the season? We're getting there. It was going to be for me. It was going to be Eric Backstrom. Really thought that was going to be special. Yeah, you talk about the players prospect. You know, we can talk about Kako at DH at that moment. Questionable about Kirby Dak. Also, TH. But again, sometimes it takes a little bit longer to reach their full potential. You know, Sam Steele with Anaheim Ducks, Drop Perry, Troy Terry reached that kind of level. But I'm concerned about this. You know, Cody Glass will be another one at TH. Coach Arnold, I watched I win the cup, and the rest, I remember John Leclerc. Awesome, Carlos. Glad to hear that. Do you think Jose with cash and taking less can he fill out the roster with better quality? I think the trade building quality third line depend on your scorecard price. I think King, you know, for the Nashville right now it's about Forsberg. It will be interesting about this one for it to get bigger. We don't bring more speed. Run. Then he elite left to mine. Mr. B. The Orlando better not trade for Anderson. Never mind trade the first one pick for him. If they do that, DH, they will have to have a package deal more. TH. My problem with, well, not problem. They need also a left defenseman. So if they get a left defenseman for the Montreal with Anderson, that would be maybe help DH. But which one, I don't know. I think by the time McCarthy was in age, it would be better que Jose. Yep, I agree with you. Glass is still our 2 great choices as well. Did the same call. Great. It's time for the quiz. He did it. He said it. Will not to do it.
Oh my God!
Here we go. We take a little bit longer today, guys, because we don't have a show at 6 o'clock. So you guys, the show was very slow at the beginning of the show today, but we pick it up very well after that. So we need to add the winner of yesterday, guys. Last night, Nicolas did it with Blackhawks win last night. And also we have Puck Monkey. We have Michael DeVillano. I'm just typing, guys. And Andy Kuivula for the second time of the day went last night with Yamo. All the winner of the contest last night on the Monday night show. Don't forget, 9 o'clock p.m. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Time to rock and roll. Are you ready? Question number 1. An NHL 2011 playoff. How many goals happening in overtime to win the game? How many game was winning on overtime during the playoff 2011 in NHL? The number of game is 23. Is it under, over, or exact? I will do it, Mr. King. Nicolas said C. Salah said B. RJ said C. 1 week king, yes, big up player, I will speed, but big up player don't bring speed like a smaller. Carlos B said A. Mr. B said A. Corey Hill said C. THB, 1 week king said A. Mark, welcome back, Mark. Mark is the man. Never talk, but he's always show up. Thank you, Mr. Mark. King C, TH. I've been on the Messinos in straight during that last quiz, sadly. Tuda B. And our top said A. We have a few good answers. Congratulations, the people said under 22 is the good answer. We have Salah, Carlos, Mr. B, Run with Kings, and Mike, Mark, and Kilo, and in our top are the winner of the question number 1. Jean Grégal said C. Question number 2. In the playoff 2011, how many overtime goals the Montreal Canadiens did? We know they have 22 goals, but how many Montreal did? Is it 3? If it is, under, over, or exact? Here we go. Renault said A. Nicolas said exact. Duda said B. RJ said B. Jean Grégoire said B. Mr. B said B. Salah said B. Ron Wiking said A. Carlos said C. Kilo said A. Inaltap said C. Curry Hill said over. Mark Rabinowitz said A. Look like everybody answer. That's awesome. Look like you guys on the rock and roll. King of Gamers said A.
Oh my God!
And the answer guy, Pierre Martin said over. At the last minute. The answer is exact, and only Carlos and Inaltap are 2 and 2 after 2 good answer. Inaltap and Corner and Carlos are 2. Tuda said over, Pierre Martin said over, and TH said A. Both of you, all the 3 are wrong. Last question of the day. And one not to finish with and the playoff 2011. How many teams score over 25 goals in the playoff? Goal 4 of the 16 teams make the playoff. How many of them score 25 goals during that playoff? 7 teams. Is it under, over, or exact? Yeah, to the 02. RG said exact. Jean Grégoire said exact. We have Ron with King said under. Nicolas said under. Salah said under. Over. Mr. B said over. Carlo said under. Mark said under. Enotap said exact. Kilo said exact. Ping of Gamer said over. TH said exact. TH is 0-2 so far. Can he get the 0-3 or 1 and 3? Yamu disappeared, by the way. Yamu got scared today.
Oh my God!
The answer, guy, is exact. And the winner today is only one with 3 and 3 in our tap. He is the winner of the show today with 3 good answers on the 3 time. And our top 3, Kilo 2, Carlos with 2, and many of you are 1 and some of you are 0 today. So congratulations, Mr. Enartap, for your participation and the winner of the day today. It is concluded, guys, another show of the morning skate show with the hockey coach, Coach Frenchy. Hopefully you enjoy it. Glad to see each one of you. Don't forget, please, before you leave the door, go punching. And when you punching, you said boom on the likes. That'd be awesome. That'd be great if you can do that. We wish you an amazing, great afternoon. Come back tonight. Special guest, Christian Hager. And then we talk about the Flowers tonight. And then we're going to talk about something about the postseason, the NHL draft. Please, we invite you to bring your question and join us tonight. Some insider is going to be with us, of course, in the show. I can't wait to see you. Every day, 9 o'clock p.m., we have a special show called a Power Play Show with fun people. So thanks to be to see you tonight. Until then, we want to remind you, you are awesome. You are amazing. 9 o'clock. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Thank you so much again for your participation at the Morning Skate Show with the hockey coach, Coach Frenchy. Until the next time, we want to remind you, of course, be well, be healthy, find a way not only to dominate your day, but find a way to dominate what? Yeah, you 2022. Have an amazing, blessing day, everybody. We love you, people. Thank you, Mr. B. And out there, Duda, King of Gamer, Pierre Martin, RJ, Nicolas Le Boubi, Mark Rabinowitz, Renaud, Salah, Carlos, Mr. B, Kilo, Ron with King, RJ, PH, John Gregor. Without you guys, this is impossible. You're the reason why the channel keep pushing harder every single day. Thank you so much again for everybody. King of Gamer. Thank you, Mr. Nata.
Come on, get a grip now of all the ways we parted. You showed in your own way we would stand and we would fall united. Come on, get a grip now. Just finish what you started. Don't like the feeling that I've been fooled, deceived, and so misguided.
And 2 days.